I hadn't had a drink for about 2 months. Well, actually, it was. I did find a little booze up by Missoula, but I was really wanting to get drunk. And when I got into Bahrain, I realized that the NSA place I was staying there was a bar. Bahrain is a little island. Michael Jackson moved there. It's near Saudi Arabia, and the Navy has some stuff there. So I was staying there, and they were doing a wine tasting. So I bought this really cheap red wine because I just wanted to get drunk. And supposed to catch an airplane out to the USS Stennis the next day, and it would have been fine, but they upped the time. So I thought I could sleep until noon, but I had to be up at like 8 in the morning. So I was drinking till about 4 in the morning, and it had been a while since I got really liquored up. And man, I had a hangover. And I want to tell you, when you take a cod flight, cod is a little airplane that they fly supplies out to aircraft carriers on. So you're flying. It's different than other airplanes. Your seats are faced the opposite direction. You have to wear a neck piece, and it's part of a life jacket, and this helmet and goggles and earplugs and ear covers, so you feel like some kind of World War II biplane pilot. Then you're strapped in. So it's okay when you're leaving Bahrain airport, but when you get out to the Stennis, when you land, it's got that rubber band. So it's like the whole Top Gun thing. They rubber band you, and you're like, "Roar," and all the blood just sort of gouges forward in your heart, and feels like you're gonna die. But then you land, and they open up the back of the airplane, and you see all these jets and the fumes, and it's like a tiny slit of asphalt that all these planes land on, 1,100 feet long in the water, and it's over 100 degrees, and there's humidity because you're in the Persian Gulf. They're flying these missions out to the now just Iraq, blowing shit up. So I landed out there, and all I could think was, what the hell am I doing? I really just want to be in bed right now. Fuck this aircraft carrier thing. I don't want to do it. But I had to get off the plane, and then I had to meet the XO of the Stennis, and I had to meet the captain, and I met the admiral of the Stennis fleet actually. And it was another day in my life where I managed to fight back the hangover and smile and not smell too horribly bad, and get my video camera to work so that I could film things on this aircraft carrier. And they gave me these funny tinted goggles, I told you, on this headpiece. So when I got off, everyone looked like they had a white face, and I was a little queasy, and I just thought that everybody painted their face white on a ship, kind of like blackface comedy, but everybody was whiteface. And I thought maybe it was because the sun, but then I realized later it was just the tinting to the goggles they had on this helmet they gave me. And I I was really freaked out though. It was like a circus, like a bunch of clowns out there with their little sticks pointing for the airplanes to go this way and that way, and they got the jets taking off, jets landing. It's every couple hours, and they also have helicopters, and there's 5,000 people on that 1,100-foot piece of metal floating out in the ocean. It's run on two nuclear reactors, which makes you wonder where that is in relation to your bunk. I I was really amazed by the food. They had little stir fries they cooked up for us. We ate, of course, ate with the officers, and they had a actual dining room. And there's these Navy personnel that are waiters. Now I'm not sure how they'll look back on the war when they tell their grandkids or friends, like, what did you do in the war on terror? And they can say, well, I served drinks and food on a Navy ship in the Persian Gulf. I don't know. Doesn't sound that glamorous to me, but the food was pretty good. And unlike the military in Iraq, they use KBR, so they serve, foreign nationals serve the food. The soldiers don't serve food, but the sailors do serve food. Very interesting stuff.